Well, I was out on my morning walk in the old neighborhood here in Arizona, and there's a house that's being renovated, and it looks like I found my next project. This is a console, apparently a GE model. It's been sitting out here for a couple weeks, and I finally stopped by to take a look at it. Luckily, it doesn't rain much here in Arizona, so it hasn't deteriorated too much with water damage. So I think I'll come pick this up and take a look at it. I can always throw it away if I can't or don't want to fix it. Alright, I went and fetched this thing from my neighbor, brought it down to the garage here to take a look at it. And well, it looks like it may have been sitting outdoors for a while, because a lot of this wood is just particle board. It's pretty cheaply made. It's kind of deteriorated. Looks like it sat in some water. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fix this cabinet. Maybe. We'll see. This is a style I don't really like. This kind of, I don't know, imitation. I don't know what you'd call it, but I like the kind of more, Danish modern style rather than this. But let's see what we can do with it. And this, the neighbor this belonged to, when my family moved out here to this neighborhood when I was in high school, I think she was like college age, the lady that lived in the house. She inherited it from her parents when they passed away, and I'm afraid something might have happened to her because people are in her house kind of renovating it, tearing it apart, and getting rid of a lot of stuff. So I'll have to ask the neighbors if they know anything about what her status is. But anyway, let's take a look at her old stereo here, see if we can get it running. Well, I haven't been able to find out too much on this model. I saw an old postcard, but it didn't really say much about it or the year it's from. But it appears that it's a GE A236M, from what I can read on that old faded label. So I plugged it into the dim bulb tester. I figured let's just fire it up, see what happens. Dim bulb will hopefully save us if it's got some shorts. So, well, turntable's turning. It's not even turned on. So it might be stuck in some type of a recycle loop. Okay, there's phono. I heard a click. Oop. Nice big buzz on AM. Let's check out FM. Oh, hearing sound. Well, I'm hearing radio stations. Oh, dirty switches, of course. But hey, it works. Alright, so I think this thing probably from maybe the late 60s. I saw a version of it that had a 8-track stereo or 8-track tape player right in that position. I don't know if this had that at one time or not. Possibly, because it looks like there's a outline here where it may have been. But at least the radio works and the turntable turns. So it'll need to be renovated here a little bit to see if we can prevent it from just cycling on and off like it's doing. It looks like the idler wheel may be in good shape because it is moving. $78. 45, 33, and 16. So it's a 4-speed model. Very cool. Alright, I had this thing laying on its face. I vacuumed it out quite a bit to clean it up some. And this is a fairly cheap model. And here's the whole receiver and amplifier. Not very powerful. It doesn't play very loud. But I think I could just lean this over and get to all the pots, which are right there. Spray some deoxit in them and get them cleaned up. And here's the turntable, which I can extract and clean up, get working again. Speakers, looks like maybe 8-inch woofer and a teeny little tweeter on both sides. I think all the drivers are working. So, got my deoxit here. Go ahead and spray inside these pots the best I can. See if I can get them cleaned up. Alright, got all the pots cleaned up and getting no scratchiness anymore.
The fact is that the more people that are out there, that themselves can get infected and spread it as well.
Balance, tone.
Symptoms should seek medical care and testing. Catherine Davis Young reporting.
I don't think I'm going to do anything else to the radio amplifier. It seems to be working just fine. I think just getting the turntable up and running and then some type of a cabinet restoration. Definitely the top is going to need it. I might be able to save the face here. Just clean that up and do a partial restoration. We'll see. Still know what I'm going to do with this. It's a cheap old unit. It's probably not worth much, but it'd be cool to get it running again. And I sensed that this was out in a laundry room because as I was cleaning it up, I could smell, and I think that's some of it, just drip laundry detergent. So it was probably just sitting out there in storage for many decades. But it's getting there. Okay, it's the next morning and I've done a little bit to this console. I did strip the finish off of the top here for the most part, just with a razor blade. You just take these little single edge razor blades and just kind of go like this, and you can get most of the finish off that way. I still need to do some sanding. I'll go get some 220 and sand this down, remove the rest of the finish, and then come up with a plan to finish the top to kind of match the face, because I don't really want to redo this whole thing. Getting in all these little curves and stuff is going to be hard to refinish. So I think I'll leave this just like that, and maybe for these little scratches I'll try to get a pen, to kind of match that as close as I can. And I also already pulled the turntable out. The amp and amplifier and the radio is working just fine. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that turntable, get it spinning without a lot of warble. I did try it, it works fine. The cartridge is fine. It just has some warble to the sound, some serious wow going on. So probably just a dirty or dried up idler wheel. I'll see if I can renew that and get it spinning properly again. Okay, luckily the platter wasn't frozen on this one, which they often are. So it's just a little clip. That's it right there. That kind of holds the platter on. So once you remove that, this will come off. It takes two hands to do it. There's a little washer that goes on the top of the bearing. It's right down in there. Make sure you don't lose that. And here's the idler wheel mechanism, the speed adjust. See, that moves, rises and lowers the idler wheel to go on the spindle here, which has different sizes on it, the different speeds. So this is pretty stiff, so I need to take that off and lubricate it. I've already cleaned up the spindle. I will lubricate that with some grease. And here's one thing you notice when you are cleaning these things up, these old turntables, is you'll see a lot of this kind of orangish residue, which is nicotine. So this was in a smoker's house for many years and it's gotten a nice patina of nicotine, which I am cleaning off. Takes a little bit of scrubbing, but we'll get it clean. And the auto mechanism seems to be still working just fine, so I will just lubricate that up, lubricate this idler wheel, and treat the edge with some rubbery new, which kind of gives it some stickiness, and hopefully that's enough to make the platter turn freely and the whole turntable work. We'll see. Alright, I got the idler wheel pulled off and lubricated up. I'll go ahead and put the platter back on. I'll use Super Lube to grease the bushing. Okay, well, the turntable's working alright. Here it is back in the console. And quick demonstration, you hit the, I guess you go up this way to start it. So it drops the record, brings the tune arm over, starts playing. And fully automatic like most of these old 60s and 70s turntables were. And to reject and turn off, you just hit this button down. Brings the tone arm back and turns the mechanism off. So I have kind of refurbished the top here a little bit. It's not very good, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this thing, and I didn't want to refinish the whole cabinet. So the top really doesn't match the bottom very well. This was like a tinted coating that they put on, and this is a kind of a clear stain with a top coat. So this is clear, and I didn't take out all the little water stains. I could have done that, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this thing, but it's working again. Radio is working.
Free Dance, which won the silver
and
last
the
night at the
turntable's
Olympics.
working.
And you can find Antonio Najarro on Instagram and see lots more of his dancing.
Looking a lot
there.
better than it was
Antonio,
before.
Muchísimas gracias.
So there you go. There's my old neighbor's
Here and now
G
is a
console
production of
from,
NPR and WBUR. I'm Indira Lakshmanan.
late 60s maybe.
Robin Young, and
Fixed up and working again.
congratulations, France.
So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.